Hi, welcome back. This is Greg, talking to you about relationships. I went to a wedding recently, and a couple who are good friends with me were late. They were late considerably. They missed the ceremony. They got there just as the reception was about to start, and they were late because she read the invitations wrong, and he was really mad about it. You see, the wedding was for a dear friend of his, and he hated being late. He was embarrassed about being late. He was mortified about being late, and so he did what the normal human would do: is he took it out on her because she had read the invitation and she had read the time wrong. It was her fault. So he lashed out at her. He made her feel small. He made her feel bad, and he made sarcastic remarks about it. And I was in pain watching them do this because they're perfect for each other, and she's a great gal, and he's lucky to have her. And she made one mistake, and he is doing harm. He's doing damage, which I don't know if it'll go away. These scabs don't necessarily go away. Um, Time doesn't heal all wounds, and if you look at the Grand Canyon and you think water did that, little drops of water did that. Do you want the Grand Canyon going through your relationship over time? You don't want erosion happening to your relationship. So I was watching this in sorrow because I wanted to tell him, be grateful that she's here with you, and accept the fact that she's human and that she makes mistakes. Ultimately, here's another thing, which is, we guys do this all the time. It's her job to look at the time. It's her job to buy the gift. It's her job to pick the socks. And we become dependent on partners. Then it's the partner's job, and therefore it's not our responsibility. But you know what? You could have looked at the invitation too. You could have taken time. I mean, think about, what if you're single? You're going to take the time to Google it. You're going to take the time to look up the directions. You're going to see what time the wedding is. Or you're going to make an effort. Relying on somebody else is shirking responsibility, and it's not being truly accountable. It's not her fault only, is what I'm trying to say. And the thing is, you know it. When this happens, you know it. He wasn't really mad at her. He was mad at himself. He was mortified. He was embarrassed. He was finding a way to transfer his feelings of shame into feelings of anger. But it was an inadequate effort. It would have been much better to own up the shame. It would have been much better. It would have had much more humility and much more. It's much more forgivable to own up to the shame and say, I'm mortified, I feel bad because I didn't want to be late, and I don't want this friend of mine to get the impression that the friendship doesn't mean as much to me as it does. That's what it's really about. It's not about whose fault it is. So if you own up to your shame and to your embarrassment, instead of transferring it into anger at somebody else, then you fare better. And here's the thing too, is that when you're in a couple, you're in this together. You're in this together. If one of you gets a traffic ticket, the two of you get a traffic ticket. The two of you, you are now this four-legged animal, and you've made a partnership, and now the partnership has to deal with this problem. It isn't just one person's responsibility or one person's problem. So, much healthier, potentially more difficult way, but much healthier way to look at it is, we were both late because we both read the instructions wrong, we both forgot to read the instructions, we both misjudged, etc. Not, I did, they did, and trying to throw the accountability somewhere else. think about it. Next time that your partner does something that has a negative impact on both of you, uh, think about it from that point of view, which is something has happened to both of us, and both of us together are going to fix it, instead of you did this to me. The you did this to me thing breaks the bond and becomes emblematic of the fact that the union isn't there. It's for good times and for bad. When it's not about being a fair weather friend. When things go well, you're together. When things go badly, you're over there, I'm over here. That's not right. Anyway, I'm going to sum up. But the point I'm trying to make is take 100% responsibility for everything that happens to the relationship, in the relationship, to the two of you together. And let your partner take 100% responsibility as well. And then the two of you are both caring and salvaging and building, instead of you did this, I did this, and then it's about assigning blame. Anyway, that's my 2 cents for today. I'll catch you next time. This is Greg talking about relationships. See you soon.